Welcome back to the Pike Lane Garden YouTube channel. I'm Adam Weiss. Today I want to talk to you a little bit more about indoor seed starting and the steps that you can take to be a little bit more advanced in your process. So, the setup I have here involves two additional important components. One is a heat mat, and one is a source of lighting. So, why do I use a heat mat? Well, when you put your seed tray and you have planted your seeds for germination, by placing them on a heat mat, it accelerates the process where your seeds will germinate twice as fast and more evenly, and also get a stronger percentage of germination. Once your seeds have germinated and are about a ½ inch to 3/4 of an inch, you can remove the tray as well as remove your heat mat and move to another level, as I'll show you here. The reason being is that you don't want to overheat your seedlings once they've germinated, where they might dry out or burn out. So, the next step is what's important to look at is light. So you have X amount of sunlight during the day, but you want to be able to provide your new seedlings with artificial light. That can either be UV lights or fluorescent lights. I tend to use fluorescent lights, and they're on a timer that anywhere from 12 to 14 hours a day, I'm going to be able to have this artificial light to be able to help the seedlings mature. If we look down here, these are 8 days old from germination. I have a sun gold tomato and I have a Genovese basil. If you notice, I am raising the actual tray closer to the UV light. The reason being is that you want to be able to keep 1 to 2 inches away, because if you take your tray and leave it 5 or 6 inches to the ground, it's going to be pulling, the seeds are going to want to get up to the light and they're going to become leggy. Here's an example of some kale, some red Russian kale that has been grown from seed trays into a peat pot and then transferred to a larger peat pot before it goes outside. It can continue to be set under your grow lights to get continued light and air. So, my suggestion to you is, if you're growing 1 tray or 2 trays, you can be able to do it the traditional method of being by a sunlight window. But once you start getting into experimenting with many varieties of plants or volume of plants, I would start exploring using your indoor lighting and heat mats. Thanks a lot for joining me today.